Okay, so I'm recording now. So I'll cut the first 5 seconds. Just like.
All right. So my name is Matt,
Do the title first.
and we are doing the Sports Distraction Podcast.
I'm Mason, co-host. Brothers.
And we don't live anywhere. We don't have a home.
We don't have a.
You can't reach us.
We're not trying to have a public platform where we can say our private information.
I don't have a cell phone, and
I gotta stop touching that. Okay.
does it spike when you touch the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing, so
No clue.
don't worry about that though. But basically, sports is a beautiful, wonderful distraction for us, and we just want to delve into that, our personal opinion, rather than getting like a smart person's opinion on sports. He's been in sports his whole life. He or she like just, is incredibly intelligent. We're just going to give you a stupid opinion on the fact, on what's going on, and
Just
from there.
Just a couple of dumbass fucks sitting at the thing.
We're not smart.
It's like, yeah, it turns out anyone can purchase podcasting equipment.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive. It was not that expensive. I thought it was going to be really expensive. It was like a couple $100.
Yeah, a few $100.
And we're in there.
And now I can say the dumbest thing to a public platform is probably, it's basically just like a spoken Twitter account.
The laptop is like very old that we're recording it with.
Yeah.
It is not new.
I didn't even include that in the expenses in my head. Just like,
Yeah, like
all right,
I already have a laptop.
This is drivel.
This is dribble. We're gonna talk about sports.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what we're gonna do it.
Do you want to start NBA bracket or NHL bracket?
Let's start with the NBA bracket, since I know very little about that. Even
Yeah.
I love basketball.
I
love basketball.
I'm actually gonna. I should have got this up. Fuck. I'm doing
Oh,
this.
and he's. We're gonna have music that we make that's just like elevator music. That's just him typing, and we're just gonna cut that in instead of him. Oh, excuse me. I gotta type
Okay,
this search in.
What a great thing. You Google NBA bracket and it's fucking last year's
Then
playoff.
no one cares about this year's playoff bracket. This
Last
weird,
year's,
bizarre situation we're in.
Yeah, okay, here we go. 2020 NBA playoff matchups? That ought to be it.
That'll be it.
Okay, so
What are we doing? It's not even set yet, is it? Because don't they have to play the
oh,
last
they have to
bit
do
of the season?
Yeah, they do the seeding games.
Yeah, they have to do seeding games
So,
first.
but right now it would be it'd be the Bucks Magic, which is a fucking laugher. That'd be like
Yeah, I like the Bucks for that one.
Yeah,
Kempo is one of my favorite players. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's the best shoes too.
Yeah,
for
my
you.
favorite shoes. I love the Zoom Freak ones. They're so good.
The two's kind of a bit of a stinker. They took the check away off the
I
two.
like the check in the sole, and I don't know.
Mine are, they're a little
There's
tight.
other shoes.
They're a little tight on my toe for me.
Yeah, my brother has like my dad's feet where they're like Frodo feet. They're too
Yeah,
wide
big
for shoes.
Yeah, I just can't wear normal
It's like,
shoes.
oh, these are comfortable for everybody. Yeah, not for me.
Not really though.
Not for me. I need New Balances.
Yeah, not even. I need to wear Timberland boots. Oh.
Fucking like the 4E
Yeah.
extra wide.
Well, like, because you can get like if you go to Nike, you can get like triple wide versions
yeah,
of
exactly,
shit. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. So Milwaukee, Orlando.
Milwaukee is definitely have the best shoes. Of
Who's
any
your
of
favorite
the
player in
purple.
Orlando?
Orlando? I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Aaron Gordon plays from the Dunker. He's pretty good. The guy got fucking snubbed this year.
Oh yeah, he's so good. He's so good.
Jumped
yeah,
over
he's
Taco.
incredible.
What was the one? It wasn't the one where he
He's like
jumped.
sitting down in the air.
Yeah, the one where his fucking like feet are almost at the hoop.
Yeah, it's like what the.
Yeah.
How did he even do that? And it's like, you know what? I like the way he slammed it from
Yeah,
the field.
Yeah, free
goal
throw.
line-
Yeah,
free
well,
throw line,
that's why he lost to Zach LaVine a few years ago because LaVine could dunk from the free throw, and same to
jump really high.
who the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah, everyone can do that.
yeah.
Everyone can do that.
That's the thing. I guess. Well, fuck it. We'll talk about Vince right now because he's retiring, obviously. But like the dunk contest now, like when Carter was doing it, he did that 360 windmill, and it's like
Whoa.
I've never seen anything that crazy before.
Just like Rodney Mullen doing an ollie.
Yeah, it's
It's
like,
like he just jumped off the ground.
yeah,
He
yeah.
jumped off the ground.
He the board went in the air with him. How
Yeah,
did he?
it's
He,
like-
did, he didn't go off a ramp. He
He jumped from standing
Yeah.
into the air.
yeah, but and then so like in those days, like you see Shaq with like the fucking Sony Handycam, being like that's like like everyone's like fucking crowding into each other.
It's like a little
Yeah.
it's like a fucking
You get a bit
cassette
closer-
tape.
Closer on the thing.
Oh, sorry. Looks like
Yeah.
cassette tape.
Yeah, yeah, it was probably literally on to film. But then like, it's because it's like, oh, no one can do that. No one can jump into the air and touch the ball to their feet and backhand like over like behind
Yeah,
the back
it's
dunk.
true. Yeah.
But then now it's like everyone can do that.
Yeah.
Everyone can like fucking what's his name from the Grizzlies, John Morant. Like he can dunk. Like he's above the rim. He's 19. He can like dunk and do like
Throw his elbow
the
in.
arm
Yeah.
in the rim. Like,
Yeah, the arm in
like
the rim.
there's nothing. I forget. Someone said it on Twitter. This isn't even like my own take, but it's like there's no one here that can't just do that. There's no one here that can't. That's why dunking from the free throw line is like holy shit, because not
Right.
everyone can jump high and far.
Right.
Like Aaron Gordon, he's way above the rim. His fucking waist was at the rim when he did that. Like, but it's like, oh, but he can't like, he can't. It's like just a
The
something.
long jump. He can't do
Yeah,
a long jump.
not something
he can
ever-
go. He can spring over the board into the roof, but he can't
Yeah, he can fucking
3 feet forward.
Well, because how tall is Taco? 7'6"?
7'6". Yeah, 7'6".
So like imagine getting your fucking dick and balls 7 foot 8 feet in the air.
Yeah, you
He-
climb Mount Taco.
Yeah, he jumped over him.
Climbed him.
But and then like the fucking who was it?
7'6".
Someone's like some like ESPN. It's like, well, he kind of bumped him. Kind of bumped him on the
He kind of grinded his
Yeah, no
tip of his dick along his forehead. Like, oh, sorry, buddy.
No fucking kidding, he did. He jumped fucking 12 feet in the air. What do you? Oh, he kind of bumped him though.
Bumped him. Fat fucking loser sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of bumped him on his way up.
yeah.
Yeah, how about you go do it?
Yeah, it's not the
jerk.
same. It's not the same as when we played. I don't think. Yeah, no shit.
You
Okay.
weigh 350 pounds now.
Yeah,
Here's him drinking water. Can you hear him drinking the water?
I feel that was good. But so
Refreshing.
that's in the East, and
Gotta
then
keep our throat wet.
so that's the 1-8 in the East, Milwaukee, Orlando. So that's like a
We're
joke.
zooming through the bracket here.
And then, but because they might seed it like no conferences, right? Because there's no like home court
Exactly, because they're all doing it in
So- in the bubble
in Mickey Mouse world.
in Mick Mouse. Yeah, so in the West, the 1-8 is the Lakers and Grizzlies.
Well, the Lakers are looking pretty good there.
The La-
They got a lot of star players.
They just
that are
signed-
healthy now.
They just signed J.R. Smith. He's back.
He's a locker room guy. He's pretty good.
No, you know him from the photo of LeBron with like
what the fuck are you doing?
yeah, it's
You're a loser.
the most pain you've ever seen in anyone's eyes. Like, what are you like? Well, because like that was like if you go back and watch that game, like us obviously aside from like the last like 4 seconds or whatever the fuck, if like you go, it's like the best single player effort of any game. Like LeBron is like a fucking warrior that game.
You know what? I'm gonna give up the reins for about 4 seconds
Like,
here.
okay.
Should be no problem.
Okay, inbound it to JR and then
All I
just
have to do is shoot.
put fucking anything at the rim.
I will rebound whatever you throw at the
Yeah,
rim.
we're gonna cry. Yeah,
Perfect.
easy.
Good play.
Clog
Wrote
the,
it up.
Clog the lane. Just shoot a fucking deep 2, whatever. Like, and then
Do
just,
anything.
just dribbles it out like a fuck.
It's like I don't even know how to equate it in my own life. There's nothing that's
Yeah.
ever happened that has made me been so flabbergasted and feel so like out of body
it's like
pain.
it's like
that.
okay, he's got it. He's still got it.
He's holding it. He's holding it. He's holding it. He's still holding it. Why is he?
Yeah, he dribbles
What
it
is
out.
going on?
Yeah, like I can't even think of. Like it's like almost like it's not real.
Yeah,
like
it's not,
you're just
I'm
like
in a fantasy world.
yeah, it's like watching like literally like it's fucking like the meme of like oh it's like watching a car accident. Like you're literally just like what that's not supposed to happen, and then he just
The car's upside down.
and now they
the
sign-
car's supposed to have the tires touching
Yeah.
the pavement, and the tires are in the
yeah,
air.
he flipped his shit. But yeah, now he's on the Lakers because what's his name, Avery Bradley. He's actually having a really good year for the Lakers. He's not going to the bubble. I'm not sure why. I think his son has. Which
Well,
like you
there's
can't.
there's like a 10,000 reasons,
yeah,
right?
like,
Like,
you can't really blame people for like Trevor Ariza. He's for the Trailblazers, which is another thing we should look at because right now they just have like the
Herb.
top 8 seeded teams, but like they're bringing what 22 teams
Yeah, they're being a ton. Yeah.
because like they're bringing the Wizards in the East because they're like on the hump kind of thing. Like oh these people that could get to the 8th seed kind of thing.
Aren't the Pelicans in there somewhere too?
Yeah, so in the West it's the Spurs, Pelicans, Suns, Blazers. I think.
They're in like, hey, you could make it in if you
But
play
even
well.
like I think the Spurs are like 6 games back or something. So it's like that's like what the fuck? What are they just gonna?
Yeah, we'll
You know
make
what
a
I
bunch of mirrors once we do the NHL bracket because there's a bunch of situations where you think, oh, that team
Why the?
shouldn't be there.
Well, it's like
They didn't earn it at all.
that's the. It's all just to like, oh yeah, we'll make the NBA a couple million more dollars.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's
well,
all.
Yeah, that's a nice
all
little
it-
little cherry on
Yeah,
there for
so
you.
we'll do this
Couple
bracket.
mil.
We'll do this bracket and then we'll talk about the teams that are on the bubble. See who could, because basically I think they just wanted Zion and LeBron. That's the
Zion. Yeah,
He
he's
was
on the
one-
he's on the cover, baby.
Yeah.
2K21. It's on the cover.
well, because they have 3 covers. They have Dame,
Oh, they have 3 covers.
yeah, Dame,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Zion, and they're announcing another one. They might have already announced it, but it has to be Kobe. I'm sure it will be,
Oh wow.
because like, yeah, like what? That's like people. It's like, yeah, and you're a 2K21 athlete, Dame Lillard.
Yeah, just like
Oh,
Ooh.
like he had a really fucking incredible season. He had like only him and I think like Larry Bird had hit this stat line that he had from this past season.
oh Jesus.
So yeah, like, but he plays for fucking Portland. That's why like, it's like this
No one even knows who that is.
small market curse.
So I know Dame Lillard.
I
but
got his shoes in the fucking closet, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway.
and we're women now with shoes. So
Yeah. Whoa. Women do be liking shoes.
that's true. It's not a sexist thing.
Anyone can like shoes,
I'm not a bad guy.
but
I'm a good guy.
yeah. So then the 2-7 in the East is Toronto, Brooklyn.
Hey, Toronto, that's us. Might not know this, but we're from the north.
Yeah.
We do like Toronto.
That's Canada's team, baby. And I think
we are the north.
yeah.
is
Hey,
the- that's the slogan.
I won the championship with them.
Yeah, me
It
and
was-
my brother
We did it.
did it. We did it.
We did it.
We were there, baby.
But yeah, so
We
it's
weren't there, but we were in our
Toronto-
rooms watching it, though.
Yeah, it was Toronto, Brooklyn. Actually, the last was the game 6 that they won it. I watched the first quarter at your house and then came home, just in case they
Yeah.
won.
And they did.
I didn't know how. I'm like, I can't react. I can't.
I don't want to cry in front of my
I don't
brother.
wanna
That would be lame.
No, I'm just gonna go cry by myself at home. I think almost more than I think
Almost more than when I watched Monsters Inc. for the first time.
the game winner
Had more.
against I think game winner against Philly got a bigger like that was I felt more
Oh,
excited.
because of the 4 bounce?
Yeah, that last shot. I think that was like made me like that was like a way crazier feeling than when they actually won it.
Because that was obviously the winning the championship was a milestone, but that was a milestone too. It's just like, here we go.
People like that's an easier thing to look at than like, oh, they
Bit of a
that-
rival too, right?
yeah, absolutely. Fuck you, Joel Embiid. Fuck the
What
Sixers.
we hold them to the one game? Was it 0 points?
Yeah, gas. But then
0 points.
fucking Gasol had 0 points when they played in Philly the next game.
He's Gasol. He's not he's not a star. That's
yeah.
your forward.
Well, like Shaq has a good point about it where it's like your big man should get you 7 points a quarter. You should have 28 points every game.
That's what Shaq said.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, because fucking look at Shaq's stats lines. It's like, oh, 30.
Shaq.
Yeah, It's like 30, 20 or some shit. Like, what? Yeah, let's pull that up.
He's gonna pull it up. Bing, bop, bop, bop. Do do.
Shaq.
Pulling up a thing.
Career numbers.
Google.
There's no
There's the song.
There's no way I'm gonna put fucking.
Just edit it in. It's easy.
I'm not doing that.
I don't know how easy it is or hard
Put
it is.
fucking. I'm just putting raw audio on the. We don't even have a fucking SoundCloud or anything yet. He's only 48. That makes sense. I guess so.
Yeah. The guy's like
Yeah. so
huge.
27 or
How is he
23.
even alive?
23.7 and 10.9. So that's pure points and rebounds.
Yeah,
And-
he was really, really good, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's observed that before.
He's
Shaq
also a really good guy. Funny guy, good
funny.
guy.
is really good on like fucking inside the NBA is the best.
Just kind of shits on you a little bit, and it's like, haha, that's pretty funny.
Me and you, baby. Yeah, we're friends. But yeah, Toronto, Brooklyn. That's
That's how good you'd feel.
Brooklyn. I can see
okay.
Brooklyn taking one, but DeAndre Jordan's not playing.
Sorry, what was the matchup again? Say it again.
Raptors, Nets.
Oh,
But Kyrie's not playing. KD's obviously not playing. So it's basically just like I like Jared Allen a lot, the fro. You know, he's
Toronto just is probably the team that tries harder than any other team. Like I feel like every player on the team tries insanely hard.
yeah.
But it's so hard to judge like the team you cheer for
Yeah.
through like
I-
unbiased eyes. You're
I-
just like, that's the best fucking team ever.
I actually think they're good. I don't
They're
know.
so good.
That's like a
Everyone ever noticed that
like
before?
Knicks fans being like, you know what? Maybe Julius Randle is it. Maybe he could be. RJ's gonna be good, and it's RJ and what's his name? Mitchell Robinson. Those are that can be our two. Those
Yeah,
are-
but where's your spice come from on that team, huh?
Yeah.
Where's your spice?
yeah. Where's your freaking where's he from? That's a good one.
Uganda,
No, he's from.
I don't know.
Him and Cameroon.
Cameroon.
I think so. I think so.
have
Hopefully that's
no
wrong.
geography sense.
Yeah.
You'll find out I'm not smart
Where
at
am-
all.
Where am I?
So
from?
dumb.
Where am I from? In fact,
I have no directional ability. I don't know where to go.
I'm worried that I haven't been picking up this whole time.
GPS is like my
Fuck it.
heart. I need it.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? All right, so in the West, the 2-7s, the Clippers and Mavericks.
Love the Clippers.
Really?
Love the Clippers. I
Cause-
love. It's my boy. It's our boy now.
No, Kawhi?
Kawhi,
Here's my
yeah.
take on Kawhi. I don't know if I've told you this yet. I think Kawhi, he's very good, obviously, but I think he's just, he's always been put into the best situation. When he was with the Spurs had a great team around him. I think they still had Tim Duncan when they won their championship down in San Antonio. And then, I think so, who fucking knows. But then he comes to Toronto, already a fantastic team without him, and then we get rid of DeRozan, whose game was kind of like, not on the decline, but like, that like style of
It's
play is
fizzling
kind of,
out.
yeah, well, it's that style of play is not as like he's just like a mid-range guy. Like he's perfect for the Spurs system. Just fucking boring ass like 82 to 90 games, shit like that. But we'll see a lot of it in the bubble because they're going. But yeah, so like getting him out of there and getting Kawhi in, it's like it's the same thing that's happened with the Clippers, where like the Clippers didn't have Kawhi or Paul George. And now who'd they get rid of? They got rid of Gallinari, who's fucking stroking it with the Thunder, and SGA, Shai Gilgeous. They got rid of him, those two, and then a fucking boatload of picks for Paul George, who I don't like.
I remember that. Shit.
And then they just signed Kawhi. They didn't have to trade for him. They just signed
No,
him.
they just signed him, and
Yeah,
he was
he's
just like,
He was a free agent.
hey.
Which is, it's literally people in Toronto were like, oh, what, like all of Canada, really, like what a fucking, like when he first, it's like,
Yeah.
dude, that's
Of course.
that's exactly what he said he was gonna do
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do.
when he was with the
You guys cool with that?
No,
Okay.
when he was with the Spurs.
Well, maybe I'll stay.
Wait, because like there was other teams that were in on him apparently before he was traded to Toronto, and they're like, yeah, it's a great idea.
Does it sound terrible?
I don't know. Who cares? Well, I'll see. When I have to fucking listen to this raw audio later, I guess I'll figure it out.
When I'm like,
When-
when I consider suicide later, listening to my own voice and my stupid
Yeah.
brother's voice.
Where we sound the exact fucking same for when I have to listen to about an hour of that later.
Yeah.
But
I feel bad for you, but I kind of don't.
who gives a shit? But yeah, so my Kawhi take is that he's good, but he's always in a good situation.
Well, what about the load management too, right? Load management.
Yeah, exactly.
good
Well, that's the
situation.
thing. Like fucking, what was it? How many? We won like we were what 17-9 when he didn't play.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we did that when
Toronto Raptors. What he's
yeah,
talking
the
about.
Torontos were 17-9 when other basketball podcasts do that.
I'm gonna say that too about
Yeah,
my teams
for
that I
hockey.
like for hockey. So sorry,
Yeah, for
sorry in
sure.
advance.
But like the Mavericks are kind of like they have Porzingis, who's a fucking stud for
He's
them.
so good. Yeah.
The Knicks are just it's tough to talk about because it's
Kristaps.
so fucking. The first basketball game we watched on Christmas together was when he fucked his knee up.
Oh god, that was brutal to
That was
watch.
horrifying.
That was so brutal.
Yeah, but
It's just like we're getting into basketball. This is a cool sport to
Yeah.
watch. Christmas all day. This is sweet.
yeah.
Oh my god, what the hell?
The very
Does this happen?
I remember watching like the Wizards Raptors play in the playoffs, like
The next year, right?
a few years ago, like before that Christmas game. I was already getting into basketball a little
They
bit.
played on Christmas Day? Did
No,
you say?
this is
Or
just
just a random
it's
game?
just
Sorry.
the playoff series. And
Sorry, gotcha.
I remember and then like I'm like, you know what? I really like this is cool. This is like I remember watching like that like the Cleveland Golden State like for those two
Oh yeah,
those
that'd be
2
great.
years.
Yeah, that'd be
The
great.
one where fucking Kelly Olynyk ripped Kevin Love's shoulder out of the thing. That was fucked.
Oh yeah.
But then I remember it's like, oh, cool. Kyrie's going to Boston and Gordon Hayward's in Boston. This is going to be really cool. Like, I want to see how these guys do. And then the first game, Hayward fucking spins his foot around on his ankle.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, it's like,
God.
yeah, this is a cool sport, actually.
You did. It's like, oh, there's no contact, right? So
yeah.
it shouldn't be that bad. Like
Yeah.
there's like a little bit of contact, obviously, but it's not like a checking sport or like a
Yeah, it's not like football
retarded
or
football
hockey.
sport.
Yeah.
Sorry for using the R word there, but terrible. Like it's so brutally hit, but then they don't get hit, so like the injury is gonna be so small.
Yeah.
But the problem is they're all about 7 feet tall,
Yeah.
and then they jump 4.5 feet in the air, and they
Mhm.
come down, and there's no like. I guess like you're so committed to the play
Yeah.
sometimes that when you come down or like a person contacts you a slight little bit, that your foot just lands that slight bit off, that 1 degree,
Yeah. Well, it's like
and you die.
like fucking Derrick Rose, like fucking his whole like what I think every ligament in his knee, fucking it. But the
1,000 ligaments. All
yeah,
snapped.
but then like and then he's never been the same since. But crazy, I figured this out the other day. Russell Westbrook had the same injury.
Really?
Like when like Pat Beverly fucked up his
he's
knee.
such a tough guy.
Yeah, he's just
isn't
a
he?
fucking dog, man.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's a dog. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're not
fuck
gonna
it.
do a Boston podcast.
Was that Boston to you?
Or was it New York you were trying to do?
Fucking New York over here. It's all
I
this
guess New York, Italian, Boston,
fuck-
and New Jersey all kind of sound the same to
well,
me.
Boston, you're from Quincy, kid.
Quincy Kid, Boston.
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Hey, speaking of
Speaking of Boston.
the 3-6 in the East is the Celtics and Sixers. Yeah.
I love that. I love to watch that just so I could, like, it doesn't matter which one loses.
Yeah, I hate,
It's like it's a
I
win-win
hate
of the
both them.
losing.
But I like Kemba Walker a lot. He's really good for the Celtics.
I like Boston more than the 76ers.
I don't know, man.
Like likable, like not for winning. I just like them more.
Yeah, I like
Than
the
the 76ers.
Sixers.
They bother me.
Yeah, like
They just bother me.
I think because they're building two different teams, really. Like because they have Simmons who needs to run and Embiid who needs to like clog up the lane and like slow things down.
Slow things down. That's him. He's
Yeah,
slow
he's so
and he can't move because he's so big.
you can't move him. That's
But you
why
can't move him. But you can't move him.
he should be.
So that's your positive. You
he
can't
should
move
just-
him.
He should be in the paint at all times. But when fucking Simmons is halfway up the court, it's what can you really
Hey,
do?
bud, I can't catch up. You're way too fast.
Yeah. So
Could you
Yeah.
please come back?
that'd be a fun one. That's the Sixers are a tough matchup for the Celtics.
Well, all like the closer you get to the middle,
Mm.
the tighter the
Well,
matchup,
just
right?
like
so the more
the
interesting it'll be.
Sixers are just like the fucking monsters now because they have like Al like they're like
All bigs.
6'8" is their average height or something.
Ah, fuck me. Okay,
I think something like that.
that's so brutal.
I'm trying to think of who their I think like Josh Richardson was their smallest guy or something. He's like 6'4" or some shit. But
I
anyway,
just want to be 6'1". Can I be 6'1"?
can I
I'm
be fucking
5'10".
4 inches taller for fuck's sake?
Yeah, just give me 6.
Yeah, that's why we would wear the big fuck off shoes all the
It's like,
time.
look at this, we're tough guys with
It's
our
like-
shoes.
It's like when Bart has to be tall to get on the roller coaster, so he spikes his hair up.
Uh-oh.
It's like, yeah, I'm actually tall.
And the bar just slides over your head. It's like,
Oh,
shoot.
jeez. But yeah, that'd be a fun. Well, because the Sixers, they get fucked the worst from this bubble thing because they're basically structured to beat the Celtics and the Bucks. They're basically structured to stop Giannis. And now it's like, oh, we might see neither of them,
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
which is kind of a pain in the ass. And then in the West, it's Denver and Houston. So the Nuggets and the Rockets. Nuggets, Jokic, Jamal Murray. Who the fuck else?
And the Rockets, who have, I think, the smallest team. in
Yeah,
the
small
league.
small ball Rockets. PJ Tucker center at 6'5", I think.
Yeah.
That's
And they have a terrible bench, I think.
not terrible. I like.
I think like statistically, it's like the worst bench, but I'm
Oh,
positive.
Okay. Well, because
Don't quote me on that.
they got
folks.
rid of
nobody.
they got rid of Capella. Who the fuck? And they have Robert Covington, who's actually kind of
Covington's really good.
yeah, he's a stud for them, which is really cool.
Watching him on like Christmas Day one, I think, and it's like, god damn,
Yeah,
keeps draining fucking baskets.
because fucking Harden did nothing. That's the thing. If Harden has a bad game, Russ can kind of pick it up a little bit.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, on paper that's a good duo, but then like you watch them and they kind of when Westbrook first went there, it was kind of
Westbrook going to another team would be cool.
yeah. Imagine, well, because he was good on the Thunder, but then hilariously I don't know. I don't know if he would fit on the current Thunder team. I think he had to leave for them to because SGA is so fucking so smooth with it. Chris Paul's very good.
He stays warm inside of Harden's beard. I guess
like,
that's one positive.
You see Harden actually? He looks very thin. Looks like he fucking walked the Appalachian Trail now.
Looking like a castaway now.
Yeah, well, because him, Jokic is actually hilariously this is the all weight loss matchup, the Rockets and Nuggets, because Jokic is looking very slim, but it's
Probably good.
might be because but it might not be good because it's like imagine if Embiid was really thin. Imagine if Embiid was fucking Chris Boucher.
I guess that's not really his thing, right?
Yeah,
His one positive would be gone.
well, he strokes it with assists. He's he's really good, but it's like now you can maybe kind of like look at Kristaps. You can kind of bully him a little bit because he's so thin.
Oh, I see.
So like maybe that kind of fucks up his vibe.
But maybe it's solid bulk mass.
Maybe it's just
not just thinning.
Maybe he's just dense. Apparently he had Corona. Maybe that's why he lost so much weight.
Yeah, he was just what was? I don't even know what it does.
Coughing?
At this point.
I don't know.
I have so much bad poops in just normal life that I wouldn't even know if that was a symptom for something. I could have it and not even know it.
Yeah, that's like yeah. The symptom is that you feel kind of stressed out. You never feel
You're kinda
completely.
shitting, you're sweating because it's 35 degrees out. I mean, no, the sweat is just over sweating. Oh, okay. And then you sweat and you're like, oh, is that over sweating? So you're thinking about it and you sweat some more and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's like
Is that too much sweat?
I've put on 20 pounds in quarantine. Is this too much sweating? Like, I don't know. My body's completely different.
Being kind of fat, that's a symptom.
I sent him yeah. Very good.
We live in a town of such a small, like not you,
live in a
but
big,
me.
big
Live in such
city.
a small town that, like, we don't see it. We're still following all the things, but we don't see it. So it's hard to, like, you see it online, I guess, in hospitals, but it's just like, I don't know.
Well, I think that's why like people in the States. This is News Corner. This is weekend update with what's his name?
Seth Meyers?
No, come on. He hasn't been weekend update for a bit.
Well, weekend update. Oh, with Michael Che?
Michael Shea. Who's the
And the white guy.
Yeah, the white guy. Fuck them both. But I don't know. Fuck them. But like, because I think in the States it's like, oh, I don't really see it, so it's not real. Who gives a fuck?
We don't see it, but it is real.
Actually,
But
well, it's like this person at Walmart the other day had a shirt on that said masks or hugs, not masks or something.
yeah,
Which
cool.
is supposed to be a rip on hugs, not drugs, I think. But it's like that's not even close, man.
I hug my family and I feel like a piece of shit doing it. It's like, shouldn't have done that.
Well, it's like
a very close family.
I went back to work recently and like seeing everyone's like, hey. And then like that's it. You can't like.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had nothing in common with you.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, oh, like, you're my friend, but I haven't seen you in months. But all I can do is like, fucking.
I'll give you a handshake, but
No, not even.
might as well just dip my hand in a fucking toilet at this point.
Yeah, dip my hand in my own fucking ass. But
I do that sometimes.
so the 4-5 in the East is Miami, Indiana. I think
Miami, beautiful jerseys.
Miami, nice,
Beautiful.
best jerseys in the frickin' game.
So nice.
But I think I want Miami to win, but fucking Iguodala is such a loser for what he did to the it's like you can't be mad at it because he just finessed them like crazy. But
he just did what anyone would do.
he just did respect to a guy that's just like, yeah, I
I would have done that.
I'll just stay home and collect $30 million to fuck off and wear.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Go on the morning show in fucking whatever South Bay or whatever the fuck. But yeah, but I like Jimmy a lot. And then, but apparently if they don't make it, if them and the Sixers don't make it, I think a good trade if they sent Embiid to Miami for who the fuck? They have like a bunch of kids. Kendrick Nunn or maybe Adebayo could be part of that because he's on
Damn, baby.
a sign and trade. He's probably one of the I'd put him like top 5 centers. He plays the 5. Adebayo. Yeah, we need a soundboard with the BAM guy. Remember the BAM Crest toothpaste commercial?
Yeah, it was with the chef.
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
BAM Chef.
Look it up
Lee.
yourselves. Stop making us do everything.
And but yeah, Indiana. I think Oladipo wants out of there. I don't think his heart's in it anymore. Miles Turner's pretty sick.
We saw them play.
Yeah,
we saw the Pacers play in one of the most interesting games you've ever watched.
Yeah, live. You mean?
Oh, pardon me.
And just put the mic to your ass next time.
Okay, I'll try.
That'll be
Try to remember.
That'll be a funny bit.
Everyone does that bit. Tuesdays.
Really?
Tuesdays does it, and Mom's House does it.
Yeah, Come Town does it too. But
Farting.
it's pretty funny. It gets you every time.
All right.
Imagine
Come
if you,
on.
imagine if you farted the windsock off.
The windsock.
Is that what that is?
Oh, the windsock, right.
Wind guard.
Sorry, the little foam puff thing that
Yeah, that'd
goes
be
over the
pretty
mic.
But yeah, I can't. Brogdon has corona. He's like probably one of Indiana's better players, I think.
What's that smooth-looking motherfucker that plays for the Pacers?
Why'd you? Whatever.
Blonde. Tall, blonde.
Tall blonde guy.
What's his name?
The fuck for the Pacers?
Yeah.
T.J. McConnell?
No?
Oh, fucking Sabonis is
Yeah,
bitched.
Sabonis.
Yeah, what a
He's
yeah.
pretty good, too.
Yeah, he's okay. He's probably it's funny. He's like the worst like stats player to make the All-Star game, I think, ever or
That's
something.
true, yeah.
Something like that. He used to play for the Thunder, but yeah, he's pretty.
He's just very Swedish-looking.
He's a fucking. It's an Aryan basketball. Him and Gordon Hayward would get along.
Hitler is just whacking off to him.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, in the West, the 4-5 in the West is the Jazz Thunder. So I think
Jazz Thunder.
I think the Thunder take it because Bogdanovich for the Jazz had like season ending. I think on his wrist, he had surgery.
Bogdanovich.
Yeah, Bogey. Yeah, he there's another one that plays for the Kings actually, but yeah, he's out, and then I don't know, like Joe Ingles is playing, but he's like getting older, and I don't know if what.
Sorry, what were you looking at?
I'm just looking at it says Jazz.
Oh, you're looking at sorry. Never
I
mind.
don't have the rosters or
dumb.
anything up.
I'm dumb.
I just have an encyclopedic memory.
And I have the opposite. I have a colander of a memory.
Nice.
Pour it in, and maybe some things will just kind of stick to the side and won't fall through. It's like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Hey, you guys remember?
It's dumb stuff that I remember. That's it. Only.
James Johnson played for the Raptors. It's like, okay, yeah, yep. Okay, see ya.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I think the Thunder take it just because they're fucking, like, Steve Adams is sick. Like, when they were talking about trading him to Atlanta, I was like, shut the fuck up. 'Cause I like Adams a lot. I like Chris Paul's has like a nice, like the most
GP3.
The spite tour, just being like fuck. Like they have this. I think they have the exact same record as the Rockets right now. Yeah, they're both 40 and 24. And
So that's gonna be a grinder.
yeah, it's gonna be.
It's going 7, folks.
But
then it won't go 7. It'll go 4, and you're like, what?
yeah,
How does anyone analyze anything?
Because Donovan Mitchell, he might be able to pull a game or two off, but they have to be decent if they're ahead of the. But it's like, yeah, there's so many fucking variables. I don't know, man. And then all like the teams that are on the bubble, we got the Wizards, the Trailblazers, the Pelicans, Kings. Yeah, why the fuck are they bringing the Suns to this? Because the Suns are 26 and 39, and the
That's a great record.
The Grizzlies are 32 and 30, so they're fucking 6 games behind the Grizzlies. So it's like, why bother?
They're not even playing 6 games, are they?
They're playing 8.
Oh, okay. So if those top teams lose every fucking game,
Yeah.
and then they win every game, you're in.
Well, that's if you want to talk about like
Let's go to Vegas and put the fucking $100 on that.
yeah, if you
We'll
want
be
like
billionaires.
talk about like shit being fixed or whatever, like the Pelicans got the easiest bubble schedule from what I understand. Like they
Oh yeah, people. Yeah, that's another analytic
so then
thing.
it's like
but yeah,
well go
ahead.
let's get so basically they want the Pelicans to come up to the 8, the Grizzlies to fall out, so you can have a Zion LeBron first round.
just do that then. Just change the rules.
Just
Put them in.
Yeah,
That's what we want to happen. It won't.
yeah, well like that's like Morant is such a fucking it's already his team. He's a rookie. It's like it's him. They have who is it? The 3. It's Brandon Clark, Triple J, and John Morant. They have Valanciunas still too.
Jonas
So goofy. around.
Valanciunas.
That's because you have to just make everything like a reference to the Raptors in some way. Like
Yeah, I remember him.
Hey, wait, hang on. I know a name.
He got traded.
Yeah, so that's him. That was the Gasol trade. Him, DeLon Wright, CJ Miles.
Phenomenal trade.
Great trade.
Phenomenal.
See, I don't think CJ's in the league, and DeLon plays for the Mavericks now.
Gasol is like a defensive king.
His passing
He's
is
so good.
very good. He's very high IQ guy.
And then at the end of the year, he's just dropping threes. It's like, oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
just keep dropping threes, I guess too.
Who do you think? He's a free agent next year. Who do you think? We have Van Vliet, Ibaka, and Gasol are all free agents. Who do we keep?
So you keep Ibaka
Keep Ibaka. Ibaka could
because
probably
he's fresh.
he'll sign like He'll sign like a 10 mil team for
Surf
because he's I think he's like towards the end of his career. He's quite old, not quite old. It's funny. It's
Okay, so say them again. Ibaka.
Ibaka, Gasol, and Van Vliet.
Well, Van Vliet I like too. I really like Van Vliet.
You have to like he's
because
I think
how
once-
long will Lowry last?
yeah. Once Lowry's gone, so
He can quarterback the
I'm
the
fucked.
floor.
Yeah, Ibaka's really always 30.
Oh yeah, keep him. He's so good.
Yeah, because like
I like Ibaka so much.
yeah, so he could probably
But
sign
I like Gasol. I like having both.
Gasol.
Can I have both? You fuck.
Well, but because like I think we could
Have
get
my
because
cake.
at the end of the day, the whole thing is just preparing to get Giannis if he hits free agency.
I don't even know why people make things like that for me to read, so I can be like just like drool over it
Yeah.
and like hope.
You
Oh,
can-
now you can hope for a couple years.
You
Could you
can-
imagine? Just hope for that.
You can see all the fucking Instagram edits of him in a Raptors jersey.
A player that is on a team that is a rival team
Yeah,
to Toronto
yeah.
that I love. I love that player, and he's on a rival team. That means he's that good. Like, you have to be so good to be like, oh man, I love that player. He's
Yeah,
so good.
Reach across
He
the
just
aisle.
shits on us,
Yeah,
and I love him for it.
yeah. The first game,
so good.
first live game we ever went to, I think he had 38.
Yeah, it's
we
just
saw
like,
them
oh, you
play
just
the
watch him
Bucks.
just like,
Oh, here he goes, and
there
just
that's another drain, and
yeah.
he just walks through our defense.
he just blew
'cause he's
past
so
him.
good.
This is when DeRozan still played there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's so good.
yeah.
So good.
But
And then they have Sideshow Bob and his brother,
the brother
the
Brooke.
Lopez.
You know, Brooke Lopez is actually the points leader for the Nets. He used to play for the Nets for a really long time. Played one season with the Lakers, now he plays for the Bucks.
I didn't know that, obviously.
Yeah,
Why would I know that?
yeah. But yeah, so he can starting to shoot threes. He's
Dude,
probably.
he's so good.
May-
He's so good.
I'd maybe put Brooke Lopez top 10 centers in the league.
Yeah, you're putting every center in the
Well,
top
Bam's
15.
Bam's in the top
Was there-
5.
Was there 30 teams? I'd say it's top 30.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put DeAndre Ayton in the top 30. Am I right, everybody?
Yeah, I hate him.
Do you know who that is?
No, I don't know who that
He's
is.
the first overall pick for the Suns.
Oh, nice.
Number 2, was it Bagley? I can't fucking remember. But number 3
Jordan.
and 4 were Trae Young, Luka Doncic.
Oh, wow.
So they took
Wow.
fucking DeAndre.
Whoops.
Well, but that's the thing. Then like I think he's like
Never know.
19 and 9. I think I can't fucking remember. But he still has like pretty good stats. But he's not fucking Luka or Trae.
Hey,
Unfortunately,
you got Clyde Drexler. Sorry, buddy. You
yeah.
lose.
Or fuck. Who did Toronto take ahead of Kobe? Oh, Marcus Camby.
You got Cambied.
Yeah. But
Everyone knows The Last Dance, like Clyde Drexler now because of The Last Dance. Like, god damn, great player, eh? Great player.
well,
Yeah, but it wasn't the best player,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, who the
Close though,
Who the fuck?
pretty good.
Who did? No, because Portland had already had Clyde. So in the Pippen draft, no, first. So they took Sam Bowie. I'm pretty sure. Who gives a fuck? It doesn't
Funniest names, eh?
Yeah.
Funniest names.
Yeah.
Funnier the name, the worse.
matter. Oh, here we go. Selected number 15 by the Charlotte Hornets, Dave Fuck. That's fucking.
Is that his name? Where's he from? I think
Guess-
he's from like Southern Africa.
He gets
It's spelled
Yeah.
PHFSU,
yeah from
and then like a C with two things on top of it.
from
I don't know what
from
that
the
means.
Euro League. Dave Fuck. It's spelled FEUCH, and it's like here he is. He's
Yeah,
7 feet tall, and he's just a fucking hot as shit girlfriend who's like 5'3".
It just looks brutal.
Yeah, it's just
Looks
bizarre.
like, oh yeah, you ever seen the movie Twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah, that's. I think that
Here they come.
might be it for NBA though. We already talked about
NBA's looking good. I'm really excited to watch the NBA
Well,
because
the fucking here.
I'm just drowning in a sea of nothingness.
just thinking about who I am and
Yeah, it's like, oh, just focus on your feelings. No, this is a sports distraction podcast. We
Ima-
need a distraction
imagine if
from existence.
it's just like, well, what if I had made the opposite decision at every integral part of my life? What if I had done that instead?
Oh man, I'm playing it out and it would have been great.
Oh,
Fuck.
oh man, it would have just been. That's like. Well, but there's these like weird fucking people came into the store the other day and they're just like. They're just shopping around, and we're
That's
like,
typical.
we're like, oh, look at these just so happy, these two people, and we're just like, oh, what fucking weirdos. What a loser that guy is.
Yeah.
Just with his girlfriend smiling. They're just dressed kind of different than how we dress.
When you say like someone is like stupid or like oh, what a dumb guy, basically you're just going what a happy guy, what a happy not depressed guy.
Yeah, I said it a bunch of times
No idea.
in the past. I just wish I was a bit hotter and way dumber.
Yeah.
You just be like it's that fucking.
Not even a tiny bit hotter. You don't even need to be.
Yeah,
You're dumb.
You can just be a normal.
You don't even care. You're just
You
like,
don't
oh
even-
yeah, I look like shit. Who cares?
You don't
boys?"
even think in those terms. You're just like, yeah, I just do
Put
the.
my t-shirt on and my shorts, and I go out,
No,
do
it's
my
a-
job. And
I just do the things I like, without thinking about it. It's like, oh, what?
oh, but the things I like are shitty.
Aren't you embarrassed by doing the things that make you happy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, that
fuck.
was not a quote from. I don't even can't remember the comedian's name. He just said, "Aren't you embarrassed?" That's just a thing people say sometimes.
Maniscalco.
Oh yeah, Sebastian Maniscalco. Thank you.
What a great thing to get what do you do, the Teen Choice Awards?
Yeah, he tried. You know, they paid him. You know what I mean? They went to him and was like, "Hey, we're gonna pay you a pretty probably big sum of money
Yeah.
to like do this thing. You want to try it out?" It's like, yeah, I've never done that before. I could like kind of stretch my comedy a little bit,
See
get
if
a new audience.
See how the teens respond.
It's gonna be great.
Well, because he gets up and he's like, "Hey, yeah, there's a support animal in the back. There's a safe space in the back." And
Your
I'm
guys
just
are
like,
all
Yeah,
pussies.
it's like, yeah, this is definitely gonna land with the
It's like,
teens.
oh, never mind.
Woo!
I thought you guys were all from New York.
Well, yeah, I thought.
They like this.
I thought this was
I
on.
swear.
Yeah, people in Philly love when you just shit on them.
It's like, hey, you're garbage.
Your city sucks. That was one of the best. That's why I like illegally streaming the NBA games on the Reddit, or I guess it got took down.
Not
but,
Reddit. Somewhere else now.
Somewhere you'll find it. It's pretty easy to find.
Just Google it.
Yeah, but they show like the in-arena entertainment, and in the Grizzlies stadium they have like a wrestling ring. I don't know if this is all the time, but they had a guy and his briefs said "Welcome to Plunge Town," and then like he hits the Grizzly mascot with a chair and he grabs the mic. He's like, "Memphis sucks. This city sucks. Yeah, you know it. I know it. You suck." And then like,
You're trash.
yeah, just like but then like as a kid, I'm like, what? How did he? So it's like the perfect thing for children.
You just hit him.
That's why like being.
Where'd the chair come from?
Imagine being like a 34-year-old guy just being like, yeah, I'm 34 years old and I take wrestling very fucking seriously.
Yeah, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, it's like, no, you can't. They're babies. It's entertainment for babies. They're athletes, but it's for babies. I think that's all I got on NBA
Yeah, I think
though.
we're gonna just switch over to we're gonna do the NHL bracket, but first we're gonna take like a small little intermission, cause
Get right in on that thing.
oh sorry about that. What the NHL players bargained for within this agreement to come back is being able to play in the 2022 Olympics.
In Tokyo?
I don't
No,
know where it
those
is.
That was this year. They got
the
canceled.
Olympics in 2022.
The suck dickigs.
The good one where it's the Winter Olympics where Canada can actually kind of like
Hmm.
compete and not suck balls.
You know what? The side
You know
fact
what?
about-
We
about-
have some pretty good swimmers.
You know what? We have some. We got some guys. Javelin toss. No, but this was the first year skateboarding was in the Olympics.
Oh, crazy.
Isn't that interesting?
It's very difficult, so I can imagine why that
But
is.
it's like it's interesting to like look at skateboarding through like a technical lens, like how they would like score it.
Oh, absolutely. And then like I don't know, when you see like slow-mo shots of them doing things, you're like
Well, it's like a guy.
it's like it's almost like you're continually in a state of almost falling down, but you're controlling it
Yeah.
in a beautiful arced way.
Well, it's like Paul Rodriguez. There's like a slow mo video of him ollieing over a garbage can, which is like
pretty high.
waist height, and like his you never even see it, but his back foot comes off the board because it's so straight up and down. It's like how do you you're basically
You had one foot tiptoed on the tip of
Yeah,
the board,
you're
like,
like-
here we go.
you're almost like absent from the board, and you're still. But anyway, fuck
It's like
it.
a dance.
Yeah.
But anyway, they got their I don't know if they signed it or not, but they got like they're gonna play in the Olympics, which means we're gonna have like an actual amazing
'cause-
team.
Yeah, because last Olympics,
Yeah, it
no
was
NHL.
total not interesting to watch at all because it's like, oh yeah, like Chip Fuckley comes up the middle and like Who is that? No
Wait,
one knows who that is.
Wait, hang on. Mason Raymond down the side. Remember him? He played for the Flames.
Remember him? He doesn't play for any NHL team because he's not that good.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, Mason Raymond.
Hang on. Raymond plays for La Liga. Is that even?
Yeah, La Liga.
Isn't that soccer?
It's across the water. Anyway,
Across the pond.
so the Score app, they put out a list of all the coaches and like forwards and defensemen and goalies that they think is going to play for Canada.
Okay.
And we're going to tell them why they're wrong. Because they're wrong.
This is perfect. I've never seen this list.
Never seen this list. So, head coach. Who do you think the head coach will be? Canada. Canadian.
What the fuck? Who coaches Florida now? What the fuck's his name? Used to coach Quenneville?
Joel Quenneville. That'd
Yeah.
be a great pick for me.
Okay.
He has 3 Stanley Cups. I think he's been to the Olympics as an assistant coach.
I think so, yeah.
But then the kind of other logic is Babcock is kind of in this weird, got kicked out of Toronto state of mind. So they're like, we're not going to pick him.
Babcock
So-
can fuck off.
They picked John Cooper.
Who's he?
He
Tampa,
coaches
right?
Tampa.
Yeah.
So I understand why they picked John Cooper because, Tampa Bay, incredibly good,
Mm-hmm.
has a lot to do with maybe the GM.
Who's the GM?
GM was Yzerman.
Oh, okay.
Now is whoever the fuck he
Yeah,
is.
so it wasn't the coach. He wasn't at the fucking.
Yzerman, but he assembled this unreal team.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, go ahead and coach them. It's like, what do you even have to do?
Yeah, at a certain point, there's only.
Like, you have
Well,
the best team.
Well, like Babcock's a good example of that, where it's like, okay, you got Matthews, Marner, you got Nylander, you got now you have Tavares, you got Anderson on the back end, you have Morgan Riley coming up, you got Rick Gardner.
These guys are all under the age of 35, though.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do
These
with
guys
these
don't
people.
respond to me saying, "You fucking idiot, practice better."
Hmm.
Why aren't you eating pasta after a game? Why are you drinking a shake?
But I guess, you know what? I would probably pick Joel Quenneville.
Yeah, he's very.
He's very good.
He has kind of that tough guy style too, but
And he
It's not.
already has Taves. Like, he's been with Taves and shit like that. I think Chicago had the most Canadian team for a long time.
like the most player. I think them and the Avs too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. I have ad blocker on, so I can't look at the list.
List of what?
Fuck you, Forbes.
The list that
Stop.
I'm looking at?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to look at just like what are the matchups going to be? Kind of like
Oh, for the NHL, get that teed up. That's
yeah.
nice. Okay, so forwards. This is basically 4 top lines.
Okay.
So I can't really argue with the forwards because, like, okay, so your top line is Connor McDavid, Steven Stamkos, and Jonathan Huberdeau.
Interesting they put Huberdeau on the top line.
I think it's just because of his speed
Yeah, he can
to
keep
keep up with McDavid.
That's like Stamkos is quite fast.
Stamkos is quite fast too, and he's like one of the best finishers in the league.
Yeah, well, because McDavid,
And then
like
McDavid,
he always has more assists than goals. He's a distributor.
so like mind-blowing top line.
Yeah,
and then you
incredible.
go to your second top line with Nathan McKinnon,
Yeah.
Mark Stone, and Mark Scheifele.
Ooh, that's a good like.
Such a grinding line.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Such a tough line.
big guys.
With probably the nicest guy in the league, of any league,
Scheifele?
Mark Scheifele. He's
He-
so nice.
He doesn't swear.
He's the nicest guy.
He went to fucking. There's a signed picture of him at Angel's Diner.
It's like, God, do I take it?
Can I just have that?
He
Uh.
would feel fine if I stole this, I think. I know him. I see him on TV.
gotta pop the top.
Yeah, it's pretty warm where we're podcasting right now. We're not used to the weather here in Canada.
Yeah,
It's 30 degrees. That's too hot.
Yeah, and the AC's off because it's loud as fuck.
And it's like, wah.
Yeah.
Gotta start stupid voices. Okay, so
Third line.
third line, which is also a top line, Sidney Crosby, centering the Boston Bruins top line, save for Pasternak since he's from Ooga land.
He's from Sweden? Or no, he's
know.
Finnish?
I don't know.
Who gives a fuck?
Centering Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand
Ooh,
with Sidney Crosby.
the fucking rat. On
They
the,
had the unbelievable in the last time Canada, like the NHLers participated in the NHL. That was that they had unbelievable success.
the good chemistry.
Oh, so good. It's such a good line.
Yeah, it's a good line.
It's brutal. And then the fourth first line is John Tavares, Mitch Marner, and Braden Point.
Interesting.
Braden Point is
Didn't
one
know-
of the best two-way centermen in the league.
I didn't know he was Canadian.
Like, unbelievable. And then you got your John Tavares and Mitch Marner chemistry from Toronto
Yeah.
coming in, and they're just
You know what though? I think
Unreal.
I think Marner's overrated.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Really?
I think his vision on the ice is incredible.
Yeah,
Like
I think
he can make a pass that you're just like, well, huh? Oh, okay, I see what he's doing now.
he's still young, I guess, but
Yeah, what is he? Okay, well, it actually says right here he's 24.
yeah, what a stupid age to be.
What a stupid idiot!
What a yeah.
He's not even good at hockey
yeah,
yet.
yeah. What a dumb thing to be a millionaire at 24.
What do you do with your money, dude? I don't know. I'm having a fucking panic attack over
Yeah.
here. I got too much.
No, he's probably just like, oh, I just got a haircut. Oh, I played Chell.
Got a nice house in Ontario.
Yeah, this fucking meek little.
So there's your forwards. Is there any forwards you can think of that you would put in place of them?
From Canadian forwards.
Canadian, like Tkachuk's.
Fuck, are you out? Fuck Matt Tkachuk's bitch ass.
What about Brady Tkachuk?
Yeah. Let's get the.
The problem is
an
all
actual-
those players are better than those players, even though
Yeah.
they're very good.
I'm trying to think of just any Canadian player. Taves isn't on there.
But he's like
Notably,
aging, I guess.
notably left off the list. Who the fuck else is even Canadian?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Max Domi?
I never know. Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Hockey sucks, man. That's like
Guy doesn't like hockey that
I
much.
remember like I'm reading all the fucking like the Leipzig shit, and then right after that was like the Carcillo thing, and it's just like, bro, hockey is fucking so stupid.
We don't have the personalities that the basketball league has.
That's what I like. That's what I was in like. It's stupid for me to say as a white guy, but it's like it's just because it's all white guys. There's no one. There's no one being like, hey man, this is fucking. You're just doing like it's fucking like white people Twitter subreddit where it's just like, we bob for apples in each other's piss, and it's like there wasn't someone who wasn't a white guy there to be like, yeah, this is fucking weird, man. I don't know what kind of.
Hope you don't mind eating shit.
Yeah, go jack off
You
over
need
there.
to do this for hockey.
Yeah, you need to do this to be our friend.
This isn't worth it to me.
It's like fucking Scientology where it's like, yeah, you have to do the you're like fucking debasing shit, so we have that on you, but now you're part of it, so.
Here's some huge names that they actually listed that just missed.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Hall.
I don't know, he's bouncing.
Trading so much, right? It's like it's weird when you see a player of that skill level just constantly getting traded.
Well, it's like, and then like
what the fuck's going on?
thinking back to like the Larson Hall trade and being like, are you and then it's like, oh shit.
For me,
maybe-
it's kind of like the Weber Subban trade, and people keep arguing that Subban is still the better
even though like
defenseman, even though he's played for 4 teams since or whatever.
No, because he went to where Nashville then to Jersey.
Went to Nashville, then he got traded to Jersey, and I think he's having a good time in Jersey, but Jersey just can't get it together.
I think
Probably not his fault.
apparently the rumor is Jersey's gonna try and trade for Eichel.
Yeah, it's a rumor for every team that wants like an all-star number 1 center.
Well, it's like because
Ooh,
Buffalo
what's
fucking sucks, man.
They're just going to continue to lose forever
it's
and
like-
ever.
It's
Their
like, okay, they,
leadership is brutal. Not
Well-
the leadership in the team, but they're like their management is
Yeah.
unbelievably terrible.
well, because they cleaned house, they got rid of everybody.
Oh, good.
But like literally, like
Your ownership is still the owners.
no, like everyone's gone. It's new everybody.
New owners?
I'm not sure if it's new owners, but it's new top to bottom, new people. But because like they get like a guy, like they get Jeff Skinner, and it's like, oh shit, like he's
really good.
played really good in Carolina. And they get Marcus Johansson. It's like, oh shit, he was really good with Washington, and like when he had like that little stint in Boston, played really well. And then he goes to Buffalo and just fucks off.
And then you have a person like Ryan O'Reilly, which also didn't make the cut for Team
Oh,
Canada,
true.
who he was having good success in Buffalo, and then he
Mhm.
went and won the fucking Stanley Cup
He became like the guy.
that year.
Yeah, the guy on the well.
No, not that year. Maybe 2 years later.
Yeah, one
On the
like
cup?
within
Within a very
that's
short
all-
period of time.
It's always the funniest shit when it's like, yeah, well, we'll trade him, and then just like it's like just like you're like an ex-girlfriend that's just like, yeah, now I'm dating a fucking like, yeah, he's just like tall and normal and doesn't have like he's not anxious or anything. He's just a normal guy that enjoys his life.
I'm better than that guy.
No,
I don't think you are.
yeah, he's gay, unlike me. I think I'm cool.
Though. Another player, Sean Couturier.
Okay,
He's quite good.
I like Coots.
He'll get behind you.
Is Kevin
really
Hayes
fast.
Canadian?
He's a slow guy. He's like a perennial fourth line guy now.
Kevin Hayes?
Oh, Kevin Hayes. Sorry, no, he plays for the Rangers, doesn't he?
No, he plays for the Flyers now. What? How do
Got-
I know this and you don't?
You got traded for the Flyers?
He's like this whole year he's been on because he went from the
He's a
Jets
big
to the
man. He
went,
can
went
move
from
his
the
body.
Jets to the. He was really good on the Jets and now he plays for the
I
Flyers.
feel like he's American,
Yeah.
but I'm not positive.
Hayes.
Matthew Barzal was another player.
He's
Incredible
Canadian.
player for
He's pretty. Yeah, he'd be like.
incredible player.
He'd be a
for-
nice piece. But like you say, like I can't think of someone to take out for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Who do you swap out?
Okay, here's what's going on with the defensemen. They're kind of going to me in the direction of we're just gonna score 10 million goals, even though we have good defensemen. They're all very offensively minded, except for the one,
Yeah.
or actually maybe two of them. But so in your top D pairing, you got Thomas Chabot
Okay.
and Alex Pietrangelo. Basically, two defensemen that absolutely cornerstone the defense of their respective teams, Ottawa
Yeah.
and St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Chabot plays probably more minutes than anybody.
Yeah, Chabot
He's
has.
incredible,
I think he might be the ice time leader in this
Yeah,
best
he's-
season.
unreal, and he plays for Ottawa. Unfortunately for him,
Yeah.
but Ottawa could improve
Well, because
potentially.
who's the fucking
They got
Melnick?
a couple really good picks coming up in
They have the
draft here.
3 and 5 this
3
year,
and 5,
so they
and
could.
it's a very deep pool, so they could improve their team dramatically.
Well, they could draft or a trade. Like, you think
That's true.
fucking St. Louis would say no to a number 5 pick for Pietrangelo, or like the
that's
number
true.
3 pick overall, or like who's a better defenseman?
But is Buddy smart enough to do anything like that?
Melnick.
Probably not.
He's talking into
Terrible.
the he's holding his phone upside down.
Yeah, hey, how's it going? It's like, buddy, you are fucked.
Can you just go away?
Okay, so you basically have. Actually, I would say, sorry, I have to rephrase what I said before. That top D pairing, you're going to be very hard pressed to score against that top D pairing.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. They work so hard. They probably don't have to log as many minutes as they're used to.
Yeah.
So
'cause
it's just going to be like a breeze for them at this point.
Yeah.
Even though the teams are playing are very difficult, they're only having to play
Who's-
for like 25 minutes a game.
Well, who's even like who would be comparable for like against Team Canada, Team USA, I guess.
Probably Team USA. Sweden usually does really well too.
Yeah.
Finland's coming up pretty hard.
Because
the past few
Finland
years.
doesn't Rask play? Is Rask is Finnish? No,
I don't know what Rask
and
is.
he's had a fucking incredible year.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
Yeah.
second D pairing or second pair of dicks is Morgan Riley and Cale Makar.
okay, Maker
Maker?
isn't
Am I-
Makar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guy
whatever.
for Colorado.
Who fucking cares?
It's Makar.
Yeah, but he's a quiet. Well, not
He's like a
quietly.
rookie,
he's
right?
having
He's
so
good.
He'll get
His vision is unbelievable.
he'll get ROY.
So Cale Makar and then Morgan Riley both I feel are like penalty like quarterbacks.
Yeah,
So
power play. You mean?
Yeah, power play quarterbacks, sorry.
Yeah.
So they're just I feel like they both score or get so many points, so many assists.
Yeah.
They're
Riley
both
can
incredible.
Riley can kind of fuck off. I can see wanting.
Riley, are you gonna be mad when you're on the ice same time as McDavid, the guy that made you look like a total
a
buffoon?
goofball.
Like a buffoon. Like, oh, he's gonna pass it to. Oh, wait, there's no one over there. Why
Yeah.
did I even look? He faked it so hard that you thought he was gonna pass it to what? The boards
Yeah, there's
on the
no
other
one.
side. There's no one there, man.
You have no vision.
Just look at him. Just focus on his body.
Yeah. Well, no, you're apparently like I don't know. Like in soccer and shit, you're supposed to just look at the ball because they do like so many body fakes and shit.
That's what he did. That's what he. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what he did. It's like
So he was
ran the
watching.
puck, I
he was
guess.
like, "What?"
watching his body. Like you're going this way. It's like, yeah, no, he's not.
What's the NHL's version of Shacked a fool?
I don't know.
Just some
Nothing.
dumb
They're
Russian.
boring. Remember.
You've been Kypriosed, or some stupid shit like that.
Gipper.
Kipper's a fucking moron.
Anyway, and then the last D pairing is Shea Theodore from the Vegas Golden Knights
Mhm.
and Dougie Hamilton.
Dougie
Dougie Hamilton, again, phenomenal
for the
defenseman.
Canes, right?
Canes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Shea Theodore, who doesn't really get any recognition for how much of a defensive defenseman he is. So that was one defensive defenseman I thought, and then Alex Pietrangelo was obviously another defensive defenseman.
I think Chabot as well. He's pretty.
he just has to do everything.
You want to slam that a little harder next time, or it's definitely gonna pick up.
Anyway. But yeah, he's just he has to do everything on the team.
Yeah, that's Yeah, that's really solid. How like who?
Incredibly solid defenseman.
But then who's in net?
But who's in that? Here's the extra. Just quickly, the extra didn't make the cut. Defenseman was Drew Doughty.
Fuck him.
Saw him at Jack Astor's one time. Anyway.
Ran into him at Jack Astor's.
London, Ontario.
Humiliatingly asked him for a photo. Why?
Can I get a photo,
Can I
please?
Bro.
I know you're with your hot girlfriend.
Who gives a fuck in like I still think of that.
You have to shout your pain away with that one.
Yeah, it's just like what the fuck was that? Just leave him alone. Who
Just go like, holy shit, I saw that guy. That was crazy. Didn't say a word to him.
Oh, we saw Perry at Five Guys. I'm not asking that fucking idiot for a photo.
And I'm sucks.
Well, he plays for the Stars now.
I play for Stars now. Not at the time though, you jerk.
Yeah, I think you clipped when you did that. That's okay.
Oh, did I clip? Anyway, here's. Oh, wait, what?
What'd
Oh,
you
sorry.
do?
Drew Doughty is the extra defenseman.
Oh, so it's the 7.
He's the 7.
So he's actually in there.
He didn't make the cut, guys. This is all guesses, by the way, from us and them. We don't friggin' know.
Yeah, this is just speculating on someone else's speculation.
We're speculating on speculation. Yeah, you got it. I like the word speculation. So Shea Weber didn't make the cut because he's getting up there in age, I suppose.
Older, yeah.
Mark Giordano, same reason.
That's
although
interesting.
He's incredible.
He's very good.
He's so good.
Didn't he just win the fucking...
I would almost...
I'd take Giordano over Riley.
I would take Giordano over Dougie Hamilton.
I like...
Do you like his size?
Yeah, Dougie's. And he's like you say, he's a good IQ guy.
And then Josh Morrissey from your Jets there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chris Letang didn't make it because I don't know why.
He had a
He's
stroke.
Really good.
In the past. Just kidding.
And then Ryan Ellis, another Predator, pretty good Predator defenseman.
Fuck the Preds. Fuck you, Ryan Johansson, stupid ass.
Let's go with Simpsons yellow. Let's go with Simpsons yellow.
How does Ryan Johansson fucking roof it from 0 feet out? I hate that fucking guy.
I hate you scoring goals like that, you jerk.
I think because the Predators had like one good game against Edmonton one time, and I was like, fuck these guys. I can't stand these.
I hate this.
Fuck you.
Okay, so the goalies they have are Carter Hart,
Okay.
for starter.
Interesting.
He's 23, but
Yeah.
he's playing unreal
For the Flyers.
for the Flyers. And then backing him up is Carey Price.
Get him out of there.
Get him out of there. That's what people would say because he is 34 years old. But the problem people have, and problem I have, I should say, is the gold medals.
Yeah.
So many gold medals. Like, how good of a goalie do you really have to be
Mm-hmm.
to playing, like, for either of them, honestly? Like, how good do you have to be? You're playing behind, like, this insane team.
Yeah, elite.
Elite defensemen and forwards.
But then, like, you look at...
they're all intelligent. So good.
Well, because, like, who would the States have? They'd probably have Quick. Who the fuck else?
I don't know.
Dubnyk? Dubnyk's Canadian, isn't he? I don't know.
No.
Who fucking cares? But, like, when you look at teams that are so deep, the question mark is always going to be goalie. Because they're, like, the last line kind of thing.
Yeah. But it's more of a problem on, like, NHL teams because it's just like, okay, we kind of need a great goalie because our team kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Where that team is so good, it's like, goalie can be
they can kind
just
of...
good. Like, Carey Price is great.
Yeah. That's funny being like, oh, are we sure? Price?
We sure can go with Carter Hart. He just, like, completely, like, lifted his team out of nothing.
Well, I don't... Like, Philly, like, Giroux's having a good year. Couturier's having a good year.
Yeah, they're having a good year. I'm
Hayes
just saying,
is
it's
good.
just...
Is Gostisbehere still playing good? The defenseman?
Probably.
Provorov's the fucking...
Provorov with $6 million or something that he's making. It's just like
Yeah.
a steal.
What a fucking steal.
Okay, just missed the cut. Here we go. Marc-Andre Fleury.
Okay, that's fair.
Great goalie. If
Yeah.
you put him in there, he would probably win. Braden Holtby, who's this kind of weird question mark now for some reason, even though he was phenomenal and won
Yeah.
a Stanley Cup.
For some reason, yeah, lost faith in him for some reason.
Yeah, and then this Samsonov guy is just playing incredibly.
Yeah.
And then Darcy Kemper, who,
Okay.
like, I don't even know why he made the cut. So, yeah,
Kemper?
screw you.
He's
Click on that, Kemper.
What? He's playing so good in Arizona.
Oh, he's playing in Arizona. That's your
Yeah,
problem right there. No one knows what's going on down there.
Doesn't he have like a fucking .91 goal? He has like the best everything right now, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can check that on your little
Yeah,
shit.
I'm just going to check right here.
We've already been going for like an hour.
Kuemper. How do you spell that? I just looked at it.
Kuemper.
Oh, instead of an E, I put a W.
Wait, hang on. Darcy.
Darcy Camper. Stats.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure.
that
No,
doesn't work.
just go to like the league leaders.
Yeah, goals against average was 2.22. His save percentage was 928,
928, man.
which is really good. Okay, let's just go back. Who did they pick? Hart?
Yeah,
What-
Carter Hart.
oh,
But
compare that
he's
to Hart.
he's just a little boy though. I think that's like the
How the
biggest.
fuck is that's
What?
even more impressive then.
Well, that's the one question mark. It's like,
Oh, way worse.
has he ever played in the Olympics and shit?
Way worse save percentage.
He's a kid. He was fucking 9.
So that's why stats don't matter.
What is he? 22?
23.
23. So he was like
Unbelievably young.
the guy couldn't even freaking buy a beer in Philly last time the Olympics went around. Right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
We've been going
He
for
was
like
just
an hour.
pooping in his pants. Let's just keep going then. This is going to be an hour and a half.
What do you want to talk about?
We're going to talk about the NHL fucking... The thing we talked about.
We didn't.
What did we touched on Vince Carter.
We should have.
That.
We
Vince
should
Carter
have.
was great.
We should have split it into 2 episodes.
Yeah, well, tough shit. We're
One
going to
off.
split it into 2 episodes. It's called editing.
One hockey and one basketball.
Just do a stupid little intro like, "Hey, this is Mason. This is the second
Well,
part
'cause-
of our first episode."
'Cause what we could do like NBA at the beginning of the week, NHL on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll just drive in twice. That's cool.
Just fucking yeah. Who cares?
Me.
I'll do it then,
Just
bitch.
carry this.
I'll just I think my never. I'm gonna talk about how shitty my car is
Podcast.
and start getting into that.
Car's kind of a piece of shit. So here's the bracket, and my brakes are kind of fucked.
I gotta get my brakes. I don't have
Bottom
air,
pairing.
I don't have air conditioning, and the guy on the phone was such a fucking. Are you sitting down? This is gonna cost $3,000.
Okay, well, have a good day then.
Yeah, you can just keep it.
Burn it.
Yeah, Brad, don't get.
Burn it and say it was an accident, so I get the insurance money.
Hey,
You
man.
fucking
Hey man, level with
be,
me.
be a player.
Yeah, be a player is what I would have said to him.
Be a good guy.
Do you want to break down the current matchups for NHL then?
Yeah, we'll just edit it out. Here we go. Ready? Want me to do a different intro?
I'm obviously just gonna fucking leave this all in. Who cares?
Leaving it
It's
in.
episode 1. So East Boston Columbus.
Boston and Columbus. Wait, what? No, that's not the matchup.
Current matchup Boston Columbus.
Oh, that's the current matchup, but the thing is, Columbus has to play Toronto in order to get into that matchup.
well, what the
Know
fuck?
what I'm saying?
This is ESPN.
Yeah, ESPN is garbage. We're better. They don't know what they're doing.
How the fuck? Yeah. Oh wait, is this it? With like the weird, they have like the
This is
bye
it.
NHL bracket.
I can't see the screen. I'm just lying.
2020-24 team.
Yep.
Let's Google that. Images. NHL plans to return with 24 teams competing for the what?
Yep. So
Hang on.
basically, there's a stupid little play-in round. How about we go over them first? I think I can do it by memory.
Yeah. Well, because what it is. Yeah, I got them right here. So
Got 'em.
it'll be Calgary, Winnipeg,
Great, love it.
and then so the top 4 in the West is the Blues, Avs, Golden Knights, and Stars.
They just play each other for positional
Seeding, yeah.
seeding reasons.
So so the
no
one,
home ice advantage, so nothing to worry about there.
So the one seed from those 4 will play either Calgary or Winnipeg. I'd take Winnipeg in that just because I don't really like the
Calgary or Winnipeg. Yeah, I'd take
Mhm.
Winnipeg even though they have like a decimated defensive core. What's his name has really stood up? Ponk?
Pionk.
Pionk?
He's from the Rangers.
Yeah, he really is playing incredible. He's really stood up into that role.
Yeah.
And then I really like Scheifele and Line and
Yeah, Line can kind of fuck off sometimes. Though he doesn't. Sometimes
just
he.
kind of stands there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what he is. He just stands there and waits to shoot, and he shoots, and it's like, where'd it go? Oh, it's in the net. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
So
well,
you can't be mad
fuck.
at him. Well, wasn't it like he had like one not power play goal or something, or one assist at like halfway through the season or some shit?
yeah. Who's the other guy? Scheifele and
Blake Wheeler.
Blake Wheeler. Thank you.
Yep.
Love Blake Wheeler. Great
yeah.
guy.
Well, because now their defense is just who? Morrissey, Pionk.
Yeah.
Because Truba's
That's the hard
Truba's
part.
gone, Bufflin's
But
gone.
then they have an unreal goalie in Hellebuck. Unreal.
Yeah, he was like
so good.
what was he, 3rd in Vezina last year?
He's
voting?
so playing so good.
Playing very well.
So yeah, so let's just take
yeah, we'll
Winnipeg.
take
since
Winnipeg. there.
I don't like Calgary. I don't like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, Calgary can fuck off.
Oh, I'm Johnny Hockey. I'm this little guy.
Yeah, John. What a fucking. Who came up like? What a nickname.
Like, okay, you know how there's Mr. Hockey, and he was unreal, so good.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's kind of good.
It's Johnny.
We'll call him Johnny.
He had a
Hockey.
couple good years with the Flames. Who?
Oh, Hockey is his name, like Hicks or Hacky or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Goudreau. Well, what the?
Fun-
What is that then?
Funny thing too is like no one outside. I was just thinking, no one outside of Canada cares about hockey at all.
That's why I said when Buddy's playing in Arizona, it's like, who the fuck knows what's going on in Arizona?
Yeah, no one
Nobody.
know what's going on in Arizona. Freaking the virus, I bet.
Just living it up. Vida Loca down
Yeah.
in
After that, Oilers Hawks.
got Oilers there because Hawks are kind of on the downhill, even though people are like, oh, well, they know the playoffs. It's like, yeah, but they were the 12th seed, weren't they? Or
Yeah,
11th
12. Didn't fucking. Oh, what the
Terrible.
fuck? Didn't Leonard go to the Blackhawks?
seed? No, I think Leonard right now is in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. So he's backing up. That's fucking. Vegas might win the cup.
Well, here's
What a
but
fucking
they're saying
tandem.
like Leonard deserves a starting role, obviously, but then they're debating, it's like, do we just make him the starter in Vegas and then trade Marc-Andre Fleury, or do we let Leonard go? Like, what do we do here?
You definitely keep them both for this run.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But then, like, what do you do in the future? It's kind of
Leonard,
hard to
he was
decide.
fucking. I don't know why the Islanders gave him up.
Yeah, he's like he went through angry man. What did he do?
He had like depression and like
he had
he
depression,
got clean,
right?
clean and sober.
And he was very open about it, which is so cool. So you're
Yeah.
just like seeing this window into something you've never seen before, and you're like, oh, that's crazy that happened to you. And
Hmm.
you're just being so honest about it, and then you just angrily dominate when you're on the ice,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh man, you just want to.
You feel it makes
Oh,
you feel good.
It makes you feel awesome. It just pumps you up so
Yeah,
hard.
that could be me.
I wish I was him.
Even I'm not a piece of shit because I'm depressed. Look at him.
Sitting here skinny, pale.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's too hot.
I'm as
out.
cool as him.
I'm not gonna do anything. It's too hot.
I'll sweat if I go outside.
Yeah. After that, the 7-10 is Vancouver, Minnesota.
Okay, wait. Can we backpedal? Who
To-
would that matchup play? Oh, but we don't even know because
Yeah.
it's not seeded.
Yeah.
So all we can do right now is just look at the
Yeah.
play-in round. That's all we
Yeah.
can do
Can't look because
because we don't know what the,
top
matchups are
four
going to
will
be.
still be yet to be seeded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vancouver, Minnesota.
I like Vancouver way more than Minnesota. They have an amazing core with like Hughes and
I like Myers.
Myers. Myers is a good
But
defenseman.
fucking is Markstrom still their starter?
Markstrom's playing really
Is
good.
he playing well?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's playing great.
Because I remember he was the question mark.
Yeah, he was like a kind of a tap, like hot cold tap
Yeah.
last year. But
Yeah, it was
now
kind of
he's
like a tap. I was thinking.
yeah, like off and on. You know what I mean? It's off and
Yeah,
on. You don't
yeah.
know if he's gonna be good or bad.
Yeah.
But
yes.
then who else? Quinn Hughes, and then Pedersen, Elias Pedersen.
Yeah, he's nuts.
And then I really, really don't like Minnesota because they're boring.
Well, Minnesota has
Oh, here we go.
Zuccarello, Eric Stahl, Matt Dumba, and Dubnyk. Like their best players, are their goalie. So it's like that's
I like teams like that, but I don't like that team.
yeah. The best player being the goalie. What's wrong? I don't know.
That's cool. That's a cool
You
thing
know,
to
Edmonton used to have Dubnyk.
do. Yeah, I remember that.
We traded him.
Dubnyk, and he's like unreal now, and
Yeah.
now they're like, come on, don't die of geriatric disease, Smith. You
Oh, yeah, they have fucking-
38-year-old
yeah,
fuck.
Mike Smith, and who's the?
Who's our backup? Oh,
I
what's
can't
his name?
fucking
What's his name? What's his name?
Who gives a fuck? I'll think.
Foreign guy.
Oh, the foreign guy, absolutely. Johnny
Eh.
Foreign.
Corpusalo?
No, that's fucking Columbus. God
Damn it.
damn it, Edmonton
Sorry, we have to look this up.
goalies.
I can't remember the stupid name.
It'll be so fucking stupid. It's not. Oh, Koskinen.
Koskinen.
I was never gonna fucking.
Corpusalo's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. And then okay, so after that, so we're taking Vancouver there.
I think Vancouver. Fuck Minnesota.
Predators, Coyotes.
Predators, Coyotes. Well, Coyotes
They fell off a fucking cliff.
got a lot of spunk.
Weren't they first for a bit?
Arizona was playing great.
Yeah, now they're 11.
Yeah.
The fuck? Yeah, but yeah.
and then
fuck them.
Predators have they have that setup that it's hard to beat.
What
They have
do
a
you-
hard to beat setup
How do you mean?
defensively.
Yeah, Yossi.
It's hard to score.
Ellis. And then who's their? Is it Saros is their guy? I guess Rene is still their guy, but
UC Saros has been playing a ton of games though. Rene hasn't played that many
Rene's
games at
getting,
all.
getting a little older. So would you take the Predators there then?
I would have to take the Predators just
Yeah.
because Arizona was
Yeah.
in 12th. It's just like the same reason we're gonna get
11.
into the East here. We're
gonna see.
gonna see the reasoning, that same reasoning again,
Yeah.
and hope actually,
So
hope and reasoning combined.
Toronto and Columbus is the 8.
Toronto,
9.
Columbus. Here's the problem with that.
Mm.
Toronto, tough time in first rounds of playoffs.
Yeah.
It's seen, but they've improved incredibly, really incredibly.
Yeah.
They're playing Goliath, or no, they're playing
Columbus and fucking Toronto,
What-
they're
what-
the same.
Goliath and
Second Goliath?
no, what's the Goliath? Goliath, what's the thing?
David.
David. They're playing David.
Yeah.
They took down Tampa Bay.
Oh,
You think
okay.
Toronto's as good as Tampa Bay?
Well, yeah, because now Columbus. Oh wait, no, Columbus. They lost Panarin. They lost.
They've lost a lot of pieces.
They lost Panarin and
They've
Duchesne.
lost a couple of things. but
Panarin. Yeah.
They wanted to win, so they kept those guys instead of just trading them away shittily.
Yeah.
They lost them obviously in the offseason, but they wanted to win and they tried to win.
Yeah, they have that one kid.
Gotta give him
the
credit for that.
goalie too, Elvis, whatever the
Elvis
fuck.
Merzlikins, who's playing, I don't even know if that's the proper name, but
Out of his name, out of his name, out of his mind.
out of his name is
He's playing out of the King of Rock right now.
he's playing out of a toilet.
He's
This guy.
playing out of the freaking blue suede shoes over here.
But yeah, so
Who would
it's
you take?
very difficult. I would have to take Toronto because of the forward core, but their defense is still
Yeah.
and I really do like Anderson. I've watched him stand on his head several times,
Over and over again.
over and over again. So
Give the guy a break.
and they were playing great towards the end of the year. Matthews was playing really good. I
Mhm.
saw him making differences in games
Instead
rather
of-
than just being a great scorer.
Yeah.
He was like everywhere. He was great. He was checking in the corners.
Yeah, actually doing it, not just
Oh
being,
man, he was so good.
being the
So
guy.
good. And then like where it was kind of nothing, like you check it, you get the puck, and then he has the vision and intelligence to make like an incredible play.
Yeah, instead
It's
of
like
just
holy crap, this guy's good.
yeah. Okay, and then this is the cream of the crop. This one is Pittsburgh, Montreal.
Pittsburgh, Montreal. So
This
you're
is
gonna
yours.
learn very quickly that I am a Montreal fan,
Yeah.
biased. Lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Lose 3 games.
yeah. But
Do
hey,
it.
Hey, wait. First pick.
Exactly. Well, okay. So here's the win situation that we're in.
The triple win.
1, we lose.
Yeah.
So we get 12.5% chance,
So
a
you-
1/8 chance of getting Alex Lafreniere, an unbelievable winger who also happens to be French, played in the queue.
Yeah.
It's a match made in heaven, baby.
my first dub is an L. All my losses are lessons.
Never
right.
heard that one. Okay, yep, that's true though.
Go ahead.
That's true though.
Go ahead.
There's one win. Second win, we beat Pittsburgh, and we play in the playoffs, which we shouldn't have done, because we lost twice. Sorry, one sec.
Because you're what? You're the 12 in the East.
We're the 12th.
Yeah.
We had a 500 record. We lost 8 times in a row, 2 times.
Yeah.
Do we deserve a chance at the playoffs? So if we get into the playoffs, that's it's like a freebie. Like there you
Yeah.
go play.
It's an affront to God.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a sacrilege.
Stepping on the logo in the locker room.
Just like
that one.
you're like
Yeah.
stepping on it. But then the other win, even if I think we lose, I can't remember how it worked. I got to look it up again. You can look it up. I think if we lose even in the first round, we still have like a chance to get the 9th pick.
Okay, so you're
Like
still
we're still gonna pick high.
top 10.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're still picking high apparently,
Interesting.
but I'm not positive about that.
Yeah. So would you take Pittsburgh though? Obviously.
Okay, I would take Pittsburgh because you have, if you look at it as centerman lineups, like or matchups rather, you're matching up Crosby to Philip Deneau,
Hilarious.
and I love Philip Deneau, but he's not Crosby. And then our second line center isn't really that great either.
Who is it?
It would probably be Nick Suzuki, who I really like, and he's
For
gonna be great, but he's not there yet,
on the second
obviously,
line, yeah.
and he's facing up against Malkin.
Yeah.
Like they have such a deep team.
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So but the contrary is Montreal always has a hot start.
Yeah.
Like they always play great in October, and you're like, holy shit, this team's awesome.
This is it.
This is gonna be a great year. And then in mid-November, you're like, fuck.
in mid-November.
What are we doing?
Casse si tabernacle.
In mid-November, people are like, well, Mark Marijan, man, he doesn't have long to be.
Yeah,
He's been there for like 10 years now.
He's on the hot seat.
He's on the hot seat, this guy. It's like, yeah, for how long? Does he like it? Does he like his ass just burning?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what to pick. I'm biased. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You pick.
I couldn't be fucked either way because I think
This guy doesn't give a shit.
well because the finals matchup I'll just hop to that. Looking at all the teams that are gonna make it, it has to be Boston and probably Colorado, and that are making the final.
and it's kind of odd. Those two teams have probably the best top lines in hockey.
Oh, is that going to be like the Kyprios take, where he's like, you know what? I actually think the two best teams are gonna do it.
I don't think that's the take. I just think you're making an honest take on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
best that you can
who even
guess.
gives the other ones are kind of shit. They're
This could be the strangest year ever, though.
Yeah.
So
that's the
we
thing.
don't know.
Put an like that's the thing. It's like if a team I don't like loses, or if a team I don't like wins, rather, it's gonna be oh well, it's because it was quarantine year. But if a team I like, it's like no, I don't.
Told ya.
I don't think this is actually good that they did it. I think because like the next two are fucking the Islanders Panthers, which that'll be a snoozer.
Yeah, no one really cares about that one. I don't
I guess
think.
the Islanders. I like
just put Islanders in there since the Panthers seem to just perennially
yeah.
lose, and the
Who-
Islanders kind of win
well
sometimes.
because Bobrovsky went to the Panthers and he just fucking laid an egg,
Although
fucked off.
you could argue that the Islanders kind of wasted their years with Tavares.
Absolutely,
Didn't really do anything.
but I
with
like
him. Couldn't build a team around
Anders
him.
Lee is a good leader.
Yeah, I like Anders Lee
I
too.
like him a lot as captain. He's captain, right?
I don't know.
Pretty sure he is.
Who
Him
cares?
or who gives a fuck? And then the
Those all fucking-
Hurricanes and Rangers is the other one after that.
Rangers.
Yeah,
Rangers
Really?
like to win.
because the Rangers have Panarin, they have Trouba.
They like to win, is what I said. That was the stupidest
They
thing
like
I've ever said, I think.
Yeah,
They like winning.
I think the Hurricanes won't.
That's why they'll win.
They won't do it because I don't think the Hurricanes like winning,
They don't really give a fuck.
from what I
They
understand.
just sit there and go, whatever. We might win. We might lose.
Lost, huh?
Who cares? Guess we'll just go home.
So just go. I like the Canes decor is actually pretty good. Like they got Gardner,
Oh, Canes are getting incredibly good. Like
Gardner,
they're getting
Doug-
really good.
Gardner, Dougie Hamilton. Who the fuck else? They have Justin Williams. That's it.
They celebrate at the end there.
Oh, the bunch of
I want the Rangers to win, so I never have to see that once. Sweep them in 3 games,
so you don't
just so
have
I
to
can go away.
see any, you don't like that. You don't like you don't like the surge.
Just everyone celebrated the win in the audience. We're good. We don't have to watch you do a little ballet dance bullshit thing.
Yeah, you
Just lift your sticks up, salute us, like, hey, thanks, boys, and then get off the ice.
This is like how you didn't want to feed that squirrel the other day. You just don't love, like you can't dream
Let's
to.
feed the squirrel pieces of shit.
You can't
and watch
dr-
him eat it.
You can't dream to imagine. You don't have any wonderment in your life.
I have very low imagination. I was terrible at art. I
Yeah.
could like kind of paint a thing realistically, like just copy it.
So you see,
Come up with something though, Matt. Nope.
I'll sketch
I
these.
suck.
I'll sketch these bottles.
Yeah,
Instead.
that looks like a bottle, doesn't it? Not really. But
Yeah.
you get like a B or whatever the fuck the average thing is, just because you came in and you tried.
Yeah, you put your
Oh,
name.
gee,
you
thanks,
put,
I guess.
You put your name on the paper. But yeah, okay. So who do you think's going to the final in the NHL? You
I'm gonna get up and look at the screen.
no,
here.
just guess. Who are the best 2 teams to you?
I'm just gotta look at the thing here. Okay, so part of me wants Tampa Bay to do it since they have such a good team. I really like Victor Hedman, Braden Point, Stamkos.
Why?
Victor Hedman's like the best defenseman in the league,
Get over there. You're gonna start
and then
intercepting shit.
one of the best goaltenders too.
Vasilevsky.
He's so
He
good.
can fuck off.
So I'm gonna go Tampa.
Okay.
Just
Tampa out
because-
of the East. Tampa.
out of the East, out of the West. If I'm just hoping,
Yeah.
this is me hoping. I want Edmonton to go deep
Why?
because
Just
I
as-
love McDavid.
Because you want me to be happy.
McDavid, Draisaitl, two of the
Draisaitl.
best players in the league.
I like Nuge. I like
Nugent Hopkins, great.
Darnell Nurse.
And then they picked up the boys. They picked up Tyler Ennis, whatever. But they picked up
Oh, the
Athanasiou.
fucking yeah, right at the dead. I forgot they have Mike Green and Athanasiou.
Athanasiou is really good. I really like
Well,
him.
he kind of was starting to shit the bed in Detroit, but that's pretty much everyone was really.
Yeah, he's. I like him a lot.
Yeah, fuck, that'd be great. But like,
But then you're goaltending.
well, you look at fucking like Vegas and Colorado and St. Louis, like, oh, these are powerhouses. That's gonna be very fucking hard. But like,
Oh,
Edmonton's-
Vegas.
But when you think like, so it's St.
Yeah,
Louis, Colorado, Vegas, and Dallas, and then Edmonton was the 5. So like,
Edmonton's right there.
yeah, Edmonton's right. Okay, interesting.
But then their D, like who's their top D
In Edmonton,
pair?
probably Nurse and Larson.
Oh, Nurse. Yeah, I
and
like
then,
Nurse.
or maybe Clefbaum and Larson. I don't know.
Oh, Clefbaum too.
Yeah,
Got the bomb from Point. Oh, the Point.
he's a good on power play. Who gives a fuck, man? Hockey sucks.
Love hockey.
But we'll see.
You suck.
We'll see.
How about that?
Well, how about this? Who do you think's going all the way in the NBA?
I would love to see the Bucks.
Really?
Yeah, Bucks or Toronto.
Bucks or Toronto.
Love to see either of those teams go deep. And
Could
then
be-
on the other side, Clippers.
Really? Because my thing with the Clippers is like they've never throughout the season they never really showed that they can play as like a team. It's like, oh, they can either be the Kawhi, Paul George Clippers, or they can be the Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams, Pat Bev Clippers.
You know what though?
Yeah.
Statistically, best bench in the league.
Oh yeah, of course they have fucking Lou Williams, 6th man of the year probably. Montrez, he's probably gone after the season, but he's pretty good small ball center. Pat Beverly's just a dog. I kind of hate him because I like Westbrook so much, but Pat Bev's like a good like pest guy.
Other Western teams other than the Clippers though, who do you pick? Who do you want?
My favorite team out west is probably the Thunder. I like them so much, but I can't see because like the Lakers are they're so deep. Now they have JR, they have scoring on the perimeter. Fucking Dwight Howard somehow like is playing as good. Well, he's not playing as good. But
If I
he's
could quote you,
like, what?
who guarding AD though?
That's literally like I saw that like just some dumbass shit on like Twitter, Instagram. It's like, oh look, here's the Clippers, the new look Clippers, and it's their starting five of like Paul George, Kawhi, and then whoever the fuck like fill out the other three. And the one comment was, "LOL, whole team in one photo," which is really true. And then, who guarding AD? He's too fucking long. You can't.
Okay, you guard LeBron.
Well, because like they're
and
kind
you
of.
guard LeBron. You two have to guard LeBron. There's
Well,
two of our players.
That's the thing. They'll double. Yeah, they probably double LeBron, but who the fuck? Yeah, they put Kawhi on LeBron, so they don't even need a double. But then like Paul George
So
kind
good.
of like
I love Kawhi.
Kawhi. Yeah, Kawhi's fine.
I'll jerk off to him.
But like,
Perennially.
yeah, it's just like who the fuck? He's too. Yeah, they have too many options, and like a crazy thing I saw, like they don't drop any plays to run through Howard, like Dwight Howard, but he still gets points, still gets rebounds. Like he's always like the scramble reset guy.
He's the
The reset guy, like everything. If a play doesn't work, he can just pick it up.
what's the stupid name?
I think of another athlete,
Yeah, I'm thinking of another athlete. Dresses
Nice.
like a woman sometimes.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. He's the Dennis Rodman of the team.
I love
Gets
Rodman.
those rebounds.
Yeah, literally.
So good.
Fucking 0-28-0 stat line. That fucking rocks. Just this is just exactly how I play. Out of who gives a fuck.
This is the piece I am.
Yeah, literally. The worm, baby.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do.
What'd you think of that?
Did everyone like that? Nobody listened? What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna go check the analytics.
In 2023, when you come back and you listen to this because you like the
No, it's funny.
podcast so
I don't
much?
really listen. I haven't listened to the first episode of any podcast I like.
yeah, it's not available usually. Usually
Well,
you go in, and it's like, where is it? And it's like, it's nowhere.
It starts at like episode 23. Hilariously.
You're like, okay,
I guess I'll just fuck off. But yeah, well, like
love this.
I have like ideas for like segments and shit, but we can't really do it because sports aren't back.
And we'll talk about other stuff too. We're gonna probably talk about movies and TV shows and shit just to fuck around.
Yeah.
If you guys, if the fans or whoever the heck starts listening,
The fans are
decides
foaming
this,
at the mouth for this kind of stuff.
then we'll do that too.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck
We
it,
don't
man.
care. We enjoy talking to each other because we're brothers, and we just love giving our stupid opinions.
Yeah, there's this fucking like reaction picture. Yeah, this is drivel. Fuck it. Cut it. How do you want to end it?
Floop de poop.
Should I
Scoop diddy poop.
I'll just